Nice Under Armour garb there, PK.
Protect this practice field.
Except the shoes. We got to get the shoes going.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Laces are nice. Well, Kyle, anything more to say on the YouTube video? And,
Nothing more to say on that. It's context and intent, and we're satisfied with what we've stated so far.
Distraction at all?
Great practice today.
Talk about that great practice. What did you like from your guys?
Well, the focus, the concentration, they're all dialed in. That's what you want to see. Very few mental mistakes, very few assignment and alignment mistakes. But we've still got some work to do the next 2 days. So far, the Tuesday and Wednesday practice have been very good.
I saw you yesterday getting your hands dirty with the secondary and really coaching those guys up. Is that the position that needs to improve the most right now?
Well, it was a downer for us on Saturday, and we made plays on balls up the field. So, say where we need to improve our defense, there are two things: pass coverage and taking the football away. Those two areas.
what do you guys plan for the bye week next week? Find out what happens in the game Saturday? Or
Yeah, we
have
haven't. I've thought about it, but we haven't addressed it. I haven't addressed it with the team and the staff. We have a Thursday game next week, so it's not a true typical bye week because we don't have it until next Saturday. So recruiting will be minimal because we need to start.
I looked it up, and all the coaches you've gone head-to-head with since you've been a head coach, the only guy you've faced every single year is Bronco. You just talk about the challenges. Is that every year you've had to match wits against Bronco? It's a unique thing you've had to do every year, and you just talk about the challenges of facing the same coach.
Just the circumstances. I don't think I haven't thought about that. I don't know if one of us thought about that. But with the series that has continued, when we changed conferences, that was the way it stayed in place. And so I think it's just a matter of circumstances. But it's not about the coaches. It's about the players. The coaches are a sidebar. It's all about the players. That's the long and short.
But you've had some interesting battles.
There have been some interesting battles, some very interesting battles, and so many of them gone right down the wire. It's uncanny how many games in the last 20 years have gone right down the wire in this series. It'd be hard pressed to find any rivalry that has had the amount of exciting finishes this one has had.
Like the rivalry with all the extra media attention, all the extra things that go on
I'm
with
not
it?
a drama guy or a lot of hype. I don't get into that much, but I know it's exciting for the fans and it's good for the state. And so I go along with it in a way.
Can you do anything to help Andy Phillips in case he has to have a game when you kick down there?
Do anything to help him?
Yeah, like in practice, create any kind of situation like that?
Well, we try to do that each week. We have a couple pressure kicks in practice, and that today is about the beginning of practice. And he did a nice job. So,
Last time you went down there, you guys took care of them pretty handily for the quartet. Is that just an aberration considering all the close games you've had?
well, there's been some games like that. I think 04, 08. So there has been. We've been on the right side of the last 2 or 3 of those. But usually, it's not the case. Usually, we go right down to the last play or series of plays.
Do you have a favorite of all those games the last 20 years?
03, without a doubt. 3-0 defensive coordinator.
How Ryan Borson take that?
Should have. I did. It was against NCAA violation. If it was NCAA violation, I would have done that. But he was. Yeah, that was the whole scoring was just that one kick. So that was the extent of it.
First road game, any concerns about crowd noise?
Yeah, we've worked with that this week, and we do it every time we're on the road. The offense will work with crowd noise this week. We did it in the indoor to amplify the sound, and so that's always a concern as far as communication. But other than that, that's the only concern. Once you're in the game mode and the game is on, you really are oblivious to your surroundings unless you can't hear very well, then that impacts you. But our guys have, we got enough hand signals and things that we have to combat that. And when you're putting your offensive structure together, that's something you got to keep in mind is crowd noise. And Dennis Erickson's done a nice job of putting things in place to combat that.
Dennis talked about rather than having a big, huge package, just focusing on some maybe smaller and doing it well. Now that they've got some film on you, do you think you would change it or still work on what you're trying to do and do it well?
The core of what we do remains the same, but each week we have a few different wrinkles as per the opponent and the scheme that we're going to face. And so I think that's how we operate defensively. We have a certain core of defensive calls that we carry with us throughout the whole season, but then you're going to see from week to week 2 or 3 or 4 things that we've never shown before, and that's how we operate.
So same thing offensively?
Same thing offensively, yes.
On those defensive calls, you guys run a lot of cover 1, cover 2 press man, cover 0, sorry. You're going to put your cornerbacks on islands out there. You're going to be facing Cody Hoffman, a big receiver, big physical receiver. What do you guys have to do to find success in that man coverage game against Cody Hoffman?
We've got to do a better job of finding the football up the field. That was our biggest issue on Saturday nights. We were in a pretty good position almost every time. We couldn't locate the football. So working hard this week is our technique and finding the ball and making plays on the ball. And if we can do that, I think we'll be all right. We've got to be able to do that. And that was a big dilemma on Saturday night.
Is that just getting your head around? Or?
Getting your head around, locating the ball. You got to be in position first. The big discouraging thing would have been if we're just getting run by and we're out athletes. That wasn't the case. We did lose our eyes a couple times and turn receivers loose, but it wasn't because of lack of athleticism or speed. So we've got the tools to be successful in the position. We just got to keep fine-tuning those guys to get their techniques better.
You think more plays would have been made if Mannion hadn't put the ball in the money so many times?
Without a doubt. That guy was uncanny. I've not been in this game a long time. I've never been in a game that the quarterback has put the ball on the money that many times on deep balls. So credit to them. The receivers did a great job, and he did a great job. It's a wrap.
All right.
Oh,
Thanks.
the